Hello dear viewers and greetings from Hanoi in northern Vietnam of all places. Now you're probably wondering, what does a kebab connoisseur do in Vietnam? Well, as it turns out, Vietnam is kind of like the Turkey of Southeast Asia, and kebabs here are immensely popular. Just in a 200-meter radius from my hotel, I managed to locate 5 kebabs on Google Maps. And God knows there might be even more which are not located on the maps. So right now we will walk to one of them and I will try my first Vietnamese kebab. Oh, here it is. We didn't need to walk far. As you can see, it's pretty chaotic here. So this here is the menu. I think I'll
try salad.
bun is I think bun is sandwich, or you have regular doner kebab, or a salad one. I think I'll go for doner. So this is the way they are doing it here. Old school, like in Turkey, with a proper knife. Oh, I think I ordered the doner kebab meal. I wanted the sandwich one, but so this here. Okay, so that was pretty quick. I got the one for 55,000 dongs, which is around 2 euros, I think. Okay, so we are sat down into one of the local eateries, and right now we are going to reveal what's inside this kebab packet. So this here is what you get in the menu. You get the bread separately and then you get a kebab meal deal. So right now we'll see how much all this weighs. This meal is 382. So with the bread it's 436 altogether. 436. Okay, I'll put the scale away. And now let's dive into this. It is a chicken kebab, I think. So chicken kebab, you get a mix of sauces, I don't know, spicy and not spicy. Well, it's not actually, neither one is spicy really. So in this meal you get kind of meat on one side, salad on the other, and sauce is more sweet than spicy. Actually, I'm not really feeling the spiciness at all. For vegetables it's mostly cabbage, a bit of onions. I'm not seeing lettuce or tomatoes. I guess that's not a thing here. Actually, I'm not even sure what kind of meat is this. Is this pork? I cannot tell. The bread is toasted, so it's pretty dry. I actually wanted to order the doner style in a pita, but by accident I ordered the menu. Though I think this menu gives you the biggest portion. The portion itself is not that big, 436 grams, but then again we are right now in Asia where the portions are generally smaller. one should definitely not expect UK-sized portions in Vietnam. We also have a bit of cucumbers here. My verdict on my first meal in Vietnam, which also happened to be my first kebab in Vietnam, is that I'm not really impressed. Maybe I get accustomed to this during my stay here. But so far I'm not really sold on the Vietnamese kebab. Well, I would give it 2 stars. It's not terrible, it's not the worst kebab, it's not as bad as the kebab I ate at Istanbul airport, for example. It's not cold, the bread is not old, but this kebab is generally very sweet. I expected, being in Southeast Asia, that it's gonna be very spicy, which I enjoy, but it's actually sweet, and all this cabbage actually still contributes further to making it sweeter. The bread again is very basic, it's more like a toast that you are eating on the side. Oh, and the name of the place is Duc Long Doner Kebab. This is in the Hanoi Old Town, so in the city center. I'm quite curious what will the statistics for affordability be for this kebab. How many kilograms per day can an average Vietnamese person buy of this kebab? So yeah, that was kind of Duc Long Kebab from just across the street. Yeah, I'll give it 2 stars. I'm not really a fan of the taste, but we'll continue our journey from here and see if it is just this kebab or is it all the other kebabs in Vietnam in general that are made in this kind of sweet and not spicy style. So that was Duc Long Doner Kebab in central Hanoi, Vietnam. Unfortunately, my first contact with a Vietnamese kebab was not great, and this kebab was subpar, consisting of a sweet salad and sauce and a dry piece of toast. Therefore, a rating of 2 stars is well deserved. Although the price quoted in Vietnamese dong seems very high, in reality the meal cost just slightly above €2. The value is excellent at 192 grams per euro, which is one of the highest figures I've observed in my career. Despite this, relative affordability is fairly low, and an average Vietnamese worker can only afford to buy 2.6 kilograms of this kebab per day. On a side note, the value in local currency is given per 1,000 Vietnamese dongs, as 1 dong would always end up buying you 0 grams of kebab. That is all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week in another episode.